It looked like Adam Silver is forced to speak out against Cathy Engelbert and the current dismemberment of her relationship with her players.
Adam Silver just shattered the WNBA's fragile peace, and the fallout is absolutely devastating for Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. After her utterly tone-deaf and frankly insulting comments about Caitlin Clark, Silver has been forced to step in and attempt to salvage the league's reputation. He's not just addressing relationship issues, he's subtly reminding everyone who truly holds the power in the basketball world. The question on everyone's mind is, should Adam Silver be stepping in to replace Engelbert before the entire league crumbles? When the NBA's top executive has to clean up a WNBA mess, it's a clear sign that things have spiraled wildly out of control, and the players are more fed up than anyone realized. Cathy Engelbert's bizarre remarks about Caitlin Clark being grateful for her $16 million off-court earnings have ignited a firestorm, exposing a deep disconnect between leadership and the league's brightest stars. This scandal has completely overshadowed the finals and has WNBA fans questioning the very foundation of the league's management structure. It's a PR nightmare, and the fallout is only just beginning.
They stepped out and started talking about the crazy nonsense of a civil war that's going on between Iron Man or Iron Woman, Cathy Engelbert, and Captain America, Napheesa Collier, man.
The initial spark that set this powder keg ablaze came directly from Napheesa Collier's scathing exit interview, where she didn't hold back in her criticism of Cathy Engelbert's out-of-touch leadership. Collier revealed that Engelbert allegedly stated Caitlin Clark should be grateful for her platform, implying Clark owes the WNBA everything. This quote spread like wildfire, resonating with players across the league who felt unheard and undervalued. The response was immediate and overwhelming, with countless players publicly supporting Collier and decrying the league's leadership. Fans erupted, and for a brief moment it seemed like the WNBA might finally address its deep-seated issues. However, Engelbert's predictable response was to deny the comments, claiming they were inaccurate, a transparent attempt to save face while simultaneously revealing her complete lack of understanding. Her follow-up statement about being disheartened her words were being twisted only poured salt in the wound, painting her as the victim when she is anything but.
Clear here, in my opinion, Cathy Engelbert's not going to survive this. As the commissioner, I don't believe the Napheesa Collier pipe bomb that she dropped the other day, where she channeled the spirit of Caitlin Clark, unbeknownst to Clark, but knowns to Collier. Nonetheless, when Caitlin Clark calls for new leadership,
Cathy Engelbert's disastrous handling of this crisis has laid bare the stark reality. Caitlin Clark is the undeniable engine driving the WNBA's current surge in popularity and revenue. Her presence has doubled attendance, skyrocketed television ratings, and attracted significant sponsorship interest. Yet Engelbert somehow managed to offend both the league's biggest star and its most impactful player in one fell swoop. The audacity of telling Caitlin Clark to be grateful when she is the primary reason the league is even on the map is not just laughable, it's offensive. It's precisely this kind of disconnect that forced Adam Silver's hand, signaling that the NBA's highest office recognizes the severity of the situation. Silver's carefully worded statements, while not directly condemning Engelbert, subtly acknowledged the widespread issues, particularly the alarming personal tensions that have infiltrated the league's operations. Adam Silver's intervention during the finals, a time when the WNBA should be basking in the glow of competition, highlights the dire need for leadership reform. His comments, labeling the situation unfortunate and referencing relationship issues that have become too personal, are veiled criticisms of Engelbert's stewardship. He's essentially admitting that she has lost control, transforming the league's focus from basketball to damage control. This is a stark reminder that the commissioner's role should be to guide the league, not become the headline of its biggest controversies. Silver's subtle but crucial omission, not stating that Engelbert will secure a new CBA deal, but rather that we will, strongly suggests the NBA's direct involvement in negotiations, a move that could finally bring stability and player trust. The breakdown in trust between the players and Cathy Engelbert is now so profound that direct communication has become impossible. Napheesa Collier, a key figure in exposing the controversial comments, even canceled a scheduled meeting with Engelbert after the commissioner publicly denied her account, effectively calling her a liar on a global stage. This act of defiance speaks volumes about the depth of the animosity and distrust. The players aren't just fighting for higher salaries, they are demanding fundamental respect, to be heard, and to be treated as the professionals they are. Instead of receiving that, they are subjected to condescending lectures about gratitude. Meanwhile, Adam Silver is presenting himself as the voice of reason, acknowledging the players' frustrations and validating their concerns, framing the league's primary problem not as a financial deficit, but as a critical failure in emotional connection and trust. While Adam Silver did offer a single, almost perfunctory compliment to Engelbert regarding her role in the league's growth, it was immediately followed by a stark reminder of the urgency to repair trust, a clear indication of his dissatisfaction. This growth, it must be emphasized, is a direct result of the league's rising stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Nafisa Collier, not Engelbert's leadership. The WNBA has indeed evolved, but its commissioner seems stuck in the past, failing to adapt her management style to this new era of empowered athletes. Silver's strategic positioning as a mediator, someone both players and owners can respect, underscores his understanding of the current climate. The fact that players openly admit a preference for discussing matters with Silver over Engelbert is a humiliating blow to her authority as commissioner. Silver's message resonates clearly. The league's survival depends on rebuilding trust and fostering genuine partnerships, not on autocratic pronouncements. If this fundamental principle is ignored, the WNBA risks internal collapse, jeopardizing the significant momentum it has recently gained. This entire crisis could have been easily averted, had Engelbert simply owned her mistake and engaged in honest dialogue with the players. Instead, her defensive posture and denial have escalated the situation into a full-blown mutiny, alienating fans and leaving the league's biggest star Caitlin Clark in a position of silent yet powerful observation. Clark's decision to remain publicly silent speaks volumes, indicating a profound lack of respect for the current leadership and demonstrating that her influence extends far beyond the court. Caitlin Clark is more than just another player. She embodies the very brand and image of the WNBA, with every action and word amplified by global attention. If her confidence in the league's leadership wavers, the entire brand identity faces irreparable damage. Adam Silver's measured yet firm tone reflects his understanding of this critical dynamic, conveying that the NBA is prepared to step in and rectify the situation if the WNBA cannot resolve its internal conflicts. The controversial "grateful" comment has now become a meme, a symbol of Engelbert's egregious misjudgment and her disconnect from the league's reality. It's akin to McDonald's lecturing Ronald McDonald about being thankful for fries. Absurd and counterproductive, given Clark's pivotal role in the WNBA's commercial success. The stark contrast between Engelbert's approach and Adam Silver's proven strategies in the NBA is a critical point of discussion. Silver has demonstrably fostered a culture of partnership and respect, empowering players and transforming stars into invaluable business allies. He's witnessing the WNBA's struggles with a sense of déjà vu, likely determined to prevent a repeat of past labor disputes. The Players' Union has already flexed its muscle by opting out of the collective bargaining agreement early, setting a new deadline of October 31st, a date that looms ominously over the league. A failure to reach a new deal could result in a lockout, a scenario far more detrimental than mere mismanagement, effectively grinding the league to a halt and silencing the very stars fans are desperate to watch. The NBA's quiet takeover of the WNBA's structural review signifies a loss of control for Cathy Engelbert, with sponsors reportedly questioning her authority. Silver's comments on relationship issues are his polite way of stating that Engelbert has lost the locker room's respect, and his reminder that the finals should focus on basketball, not politics, underscores the embarrassing reality that drama, not competition, is currently dominating headlines. Engelbert's PR blunders have only amplified her missteps, turning Nafisa Collier into a champion of player advocacy while casting Engelbert as a desperate figure trying to salvage her reputation. Silver's acknowledgement of growth followed by the imperative to repair trust is not a compliment. It is a clear warning that change is imminent. The players' unified front stands in stark contrast to Engelbert's isolated position, with the NBA preparing to step in. The notion that Caitlin Clark should be grateful for the WNBA is a laughable inversion of reality. The WNBA is profoundly fortunate to have her. She possesses an independent brand that transcends the league itself, capable of generating immense attention and commercial value without its platform. This is precisely why Adam Silver's intervention is so significant. He recognizes Clark as the indispensable engine of the WNBA, the driving force behind its current viability. Silver is keen to avoid another contentious NBA-style lockout, but he also understands that Engelbert's continued leadership dramatically increases that risk. The players' preemptive move to opt out of the CBA signals their willingness to engage in a power struggle, with the October 31st deadline looming like a specter. A collapsed CBA agreement would trigger more than just a public relations disaster. It could mean a complete shutdown of the WNBA, leaving fans yearning for Caitlin Clark's signature half-court shots and Angel Reese's electrifying passes without a stage to witness them. This crisis demands a cultural shift, moving away from condescension and towards genuine partnership. Engelbert's perceived view of players as mere employees rather than integral partners stands in direct opposition to Silver's successful NBA model, which prioritizes player empowerment and collaborative growth. The league's current trajectory, with fans divided over Engelbert's future, points to a severe erosion of her credibility, transforming her from commissioner into a subject of widespread ridicule. Adam Silver's timely intervention sends a powerful message. The NBA remains invested in the WNBA's success and is prepared to exert influence if necessary. His assurance that a deal will be reached, delivered with a calm but firm tone, implies a hidden ultimatum. If the WNBA cannot self-correct by Halloween, the NBA will intervene decisively. The undeniable truth is that when the league's most prominent star is embroiled in leadership squabbles, the system is fundamentally broken. Caitlin Clark should not be burdened with the responsibility of salvaging the WNBA's leadership crisis, yet her silent stance speaks volumes about her awareness of her own power. Clark's unprecedented silence is a masterclass in strategic power projection, indicating her profound understanding that her pronouncements carry immense weight. If she subtly hints at a loss of faith in Engelbert, the consequences for the commissioner could be catastrophic. When Caitlin Clark speaks, sponsors listen intently, media outlets scramble to cover her every word, and the league's entire image is subject to her approval. Engelbert's denials and deflection tactics are futile against the backdrop of Silver's calm assessment. Her tenure is effectively over. The commissioner's transformation of a single careless comment into a league-wide implosion, now requiring Adam Silver's intervention for damage control, is a testament to her catastrophic leadership. Whether Silver plans a quiet replacement after the CBA deadline remains speculation, but his subtle power play is undeniable. This situation begs the question, should Silver replace Engelbert, or is this the catalyst the WNBA needs for true transformation? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button and subscribe for ongoing WNBA bombshells.